Well, hello again. This is Chapter 11 on Subject-Verb Agreement. I know there's a lot of information from Chapters 9, 10, and now 11, and some of this may not stick right away, but that's okay. We just want to get all of this information out there, and then from there, we will go ahead and start controlling for it. So subject-verb agreement is going to seem very easy at first and kind of common sense, and then you'll start using it in context and it will become a little bit trickier. So we want to take a look at some of these basic structures. So let me see if I can get my drawing tool working here. And if I can draw a little chart here, see if I can do that. And all right, get my, supposed to be they, E, and whoops. See if I can get a Y in there. There we go. It's supposed to be they right there. We'll get that. Singular and plural. Okay. So these are some common pronouns that I'm sure you're familiar with. I, you. It would be he, she, it. I ran out of space. We'll just go with he right now. We, you, and they. And the 1, 2, 3 down the side is your first, second, and third person. And then the S and the P are singular and plural. So if we think about using these pronouns, they'll help us with our verbs. And this is where subject-verb agreement will make all the difference in the world. So let's assume we're going to work with one of those regular verbs, the verbs that don't change as they go through. So opposite of what you worked on in number 10. And the example that they have here is walks and walk. So the idea is that singular subjects, so something that would be an I, you, or a he, she, it, singular, one, receive singular verbs, and that plural subjects, the we, yous, and theys, or in this case zombies, as we'll read about, receive plural verbs. But what's strange is that it's actually opposite of what you would think. So if we take a look at zombie is our subject, and we have walks is our verb, you'll notice where the S shows up. It shows up on the verb. So this is going to be extremely important because what we find out is zombie is like a third person singular he. We'll say it's a he zombie. He walks. That's where the S shows up. Every other location, zombies walk, no S. And so this is where enunciation needs to really be strong, and we want to pay attention to where we're placing those S's. So S's will only go with those things that are first person, third person singular. So the he, she's, and its. So we can take a look at some of these other things down here when we start looking through our page, our chapter. If we look at the, if there are words between the subject and the verb, so we have our brother teases. Brother's like a he teases. There is that relationship with the S. If I scroll down my page a little bit more, let's see if my page will scroll for me. Let me turn off my thing so I can scroll my page. There we go. And we see rumble sounds. That's that prepositional phrase. It just gets in the way. We're going to ignore it for now. The parties. Now look at, there's an S on that one. So we want to go with are, and there's one of our irregular verbs. Songs has an S, so there can't be an S here. So it's all about that relationship of the S that goes with this. So again, this is going to seem really straightforward and easy until you get started on it, and then you're going to start to second guess yourself. And that's okay. Don't worry about it. You'll see the activity for the mastery test. Do your best on it. We'll talk more about this in class. And I hope all of my little scribbles on my page showed up today. Thanks so much for listening. We'll talk to you soon.